Whew. Boston Celtics lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers 115-111 in a painful one. Yeah. Shout out to chat. Shout out everybody. I hate Donovan Mitchell. Ah, man. We had it. It was kind of right there for us. I think two things can be true. Painful loss. The game was kind of there for us to win the game. And if you zoom out a little bit, I think if you're talking about contenders and how the Celtics compare to the Cavs, you can very easily make the argument that you feel better as a Celtics fan coming out of this for a series as opposed to how the Cavs would feel coming out of that. But you're up, what? I think you're up 12 with like 7 minutes to go. Yeah, it was 93-81 with 8 minutes to go, and then Donovan Mitchell hit a step back. But yeah, Pritchard hit a 32-footer to put us up by 12, and then Donovan Mitchell hit a step back of his own to put them back within 9, and that hurts. I just like, we don't need to, I'm not going to second guess like what was Jrue, what was Joe doing with the timeouts or with the double bigs. Like once you got into that little hole late there, I thought the game was right there. They got a ton of good looks in that fourth quarter. There was a stretch for Kristaps Porzingis who went to him in the post 4 times in a row, got the matchup you wanted, whether it was Ty Jerome, Garland, whoever. Shot clock violation, maybe a missed foul call, and Kristaps ends up converting 1 for 4 on those possessions. It's like, can you go 2 for 4? Tatum in the fourth quarter, like spraying the ball around. Horford missed in the corner. Tatum had a pull up 3, go in and out. Like it is what it is. And like I thought Tatum played awesome tonight. You know, like yes, he could have played better. That layup late in the game that he missed and didn't get a foul call on hurts. The way that he drove, the amount of physical contact that he was taking to only get 5 free throws, I think he kind of got screwed. The Cavs end up shooting 25 free throws to 19. Obviously, a bunch of those come from the foul game at the end of the game. I'm not going to play the ref game either. Like that's I thought the refs were bad for stretches in this game, and I thought it went both ways. 27 shots from Tatum. Who like. I think that maybe he should have shot more. This is what the offense is going to be when you're missing Derek White and Jaylen Brown, who make up a massive, massive portion of your offense. This is what it's going to look like. This is what it looks like for a lot of teams. Like, did you want Jrue Holiday taking more shots? Did you want Kristaps Porzingis took 17 shots? Tatum, I'm not going to hear like Tatum sold. Tatum was the reason we lost this game. Like Tatum was awesome in this game, man. Like he missed one fucking layup down the stretch. Donovan Mitchell went absolute demon mode late in this game, and that was kind of the difference, obviously. Tatum was not wildly inefficient. 33 points, 27 shots. That's kind of normal. 33 points. You go 4 for 9 from 3. 33, 27. And 5 free throw attempts gives you a 56.5% true shooting, like slightly below league average. But like when the defense was massively focused on Tatum, and that's going to be part of the problem, dude. Like this was a tough spot for the Celtics, man. The Cavs coming off 2 losses at home, desperately need this one. You're missing Jaylen Brown and you're missing Derek White. Your second and third best players. You're playing Drew Peterson, who, by the way, good game from Drew Peterson. I thought the defense in this game was really good across the board. I thought Hauser played an incredible game defensively. Pritchard, I thought, played an incredible game defensively. Drew Peterson was uneven defensively, but I thought that for someone had that, are these the first real minutes he's played for the Boston Celtics? I know that I heard that he has not saying that. Someone said that on the broadcast that was like the first time he's played more than 9 minutes or whatever it was. I don't remember those 9 minutes not being in garbage time. Like those were awesome minutes from Drew Peterson. He goes 2 for 5 from 3, played some solid defense, got some loose balls. Like that was awesome. Like Sam Hauser, probably the best game he's played of the season. That was, what does he go? 3 for 6 from 3, big shots. And defensively, he was holding up in isolation, got to a ton of loose balls. And that's the most minutes Sam Hauser's played all season long as well. I think he played one other game this season, and that he played more than 25 minutes. So to see him get 36 minutes, look really good physically for a guy that's like had the back injury, and you're a little bit concerned about is that going to be a problem going forward? To see him play 36 minutes, look really good on both ends, that's really encouraging. Like, I'm just like more happy with how this game, like there's a lot more positives to take away for this for me. I thought Pritchard, in a role where he had to take on way more responsibility, 7 for 16 from 3, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers. He goes 3 for 10 from 3. You probably wanted one more. Yeah, Matt Sousa in the chat here, brother. Like, you didn't even know Derek White and Jaylen Brown weren't playing, so I'm not sure we can take your opinions very seriously here. But yeah, Scheinman, could he have been the guy to get in here? Clearly, he's below Drew Peterson in the pecking order. It was interesting that we saw Drew Peterson and not Jordan Walsh, but you needed the creation. You needed the creation. Without Derek and Jalen out there, you just don't have the ball handling and the creation. And so Jordan Walsh can kind of fit in as a fifth guy, but Scheinman's just kind of not been good enough this year. Maybe later in the season as he gets more comfortable and they see more in practice, but like I was stunned that I saw Drew Peterson, but if you go back and listen to us from the preseason, Drew Peterson's a guy that we'd really like. And we see the vision of who he is as a player. Tall, dribble, pass, shoot. And a lot of that was on display tonight. I'm very impressed with that. And like you think about the Celtics development system and like needing guys on cheaper contracts as we get into the luxury tax. Really like it. Yeah, this is interesting. I think people are just mad that we lost. And it's fine to be mad that we lost, especially when you're up 12 in the fourth quarter. Like, the Celtics were heavy favorites to win that game by the live betting odds. So, like, you want to take advantage when you're up 12 in the fourth quarter. But coming into the game, I was like, can you give yourself a chance to win this game? Can the game be close? And hopefully you steal it. Donovan Mitchell just made some crazy shots, dude. Like, step back 3, 6 from 11 from 3 in the game. Like, in the second half. Because he was, I think, he was 1 for 4 from the free throw line in the first half. I forget exactly what his stat line was in the first half, but he had a cold 1 for 4 from 3 in the first half, and he ends the game 6 for 11 from 3. Like, he went nuclear, and that's something that can happen. Yeah, and like, you're allowed to miss a game, bro, but you can't come in here and tell us how we should feel if you didn't watch the game. But yeah, like I thought this was encouraging from a macro perspective. Very frustrating to lose the game. When you win this game, you take the 1 seed and you clinch the tiebreaker against the Cavs. Very frustrating. Up 12. You want to win this game. If you want to be a little bit negative, Jrue Holiday is playing like garbage at the moment. And like in a game like today where you don't have Derek, you don't like Jalen, you're like, okay, this is Jrue Holiday's time to step up. And I was not confident that he was going to be able to do that. I'm not sure if it's just early season stuff, because last year he struggled early in the season as well. But at least he was making all of his threes, or making a ton of his threes. This season, it's really been rough especially lately, as far as finishing at the rim, and for him to go 0-3 on threes. He had 3 turnovers as well. Like, just really rough from Jrue. Even that pass under the basket late in the game, I thought he was going to miss that as well. Like, and in theory, Jrue Holiday has matchups that he can attack. Ty Jerome, Darius Garland, a bunch of guys you typically feel really comfortable with Jrue Holiday attacking. But like, it's it's just not good enough. And that's a guy that you want to rely on in spots like this, but that's why the Bucks traded him. Because when you ask him to scale up, he has not been able to do it in big moments consistently. And that's why he has been in the perfect scenario, perfect role To have Jrue Holiday as your fifth option has been an insane luxury. And even tonight, he was still really like the fourth option. Didn't ask him to do that much. Like, you look at shots taken, Tatum's 27, Kristaps 17, Pritchard 16, and then Jrue was even behind Horford with 10. Bummer that Horford wasn't able to knock down like one or two more threes because he's usually like absolutely money against Cleveland as well. Couple of clutch ones. Tatum found him for a beautiful corner three on the left corner, which he missed. And Pritchard found him in the right corner, which was a bad pass kind of at his feet. And he missed it. You hope you get one of those. It's just like Tatum, I see everybody, not just everybody, it's just one person in here that's mad at Tatum's 27 field goals. Who did you want to take more shots tonight, man? 17 from Kristaps is a lot. 16 from Payton's a lot. Jrue Holiday was 2 for 9. We tried to get Hauser more shots. Tatum was the most efficient person on the court despite taking 27 shots, man. Like, we didn't execute in the fourth quarter. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. But, like, I thought they generated some good looks. That Tatum layup that he missed, unfortunate, but a good look. Tatum found multiple shooters and they couldn't convert. I'm just not going to do this stuff. I'm just not going to talk about this stuff. Like, he literally hit a game winner in the Toronto game like a week ago. He's been excellent in the clutch this season and for his career. Like, if you want to like rewrite stuff, I'm just not going to do it. We can be upset. Whoa, took myself off the stream for some reason. But yeah, man, look, this is the stuff we want to see. Eric Weiss, Drew Peterson. If you're Cleveland, dude, this is not when you come out and feel good. The Cleveland Cavaliers shot 47% from three. 47% from three. That is a massive, massive outlier, dude. Like, and the Celtics shot 34%, and they still generated a ton of threes. Like, process-wise, I thought it was mostly good. The Cavs, while they haven't been a good defensive team, they have defensive capabilities in there, especially when you lack creation like the Celtics do tonight. Like, they don't want to go to Tatum mid-range jumpers, but like that was the best offense that they could generate given what Cleveland was kind of giving them. Yeah, man, I feel the exact same as I did before this game started. The Celtics are very clearly the best team in the NBA. When you add back in Jaylen Brown, top 15 overall player, Derek White, fringe, all-star, things do look a little bit different. Like, all these guys fall into their correct roles, and the Celtics are going to beat these guys in 5 or 6 games if everybody's healthy. And that's just the reality of the matchup. Like, yeah, it hurts. I just don't think that we're going to see the narrative swing at all after this game. Sure, you might see a couple like Tatum stinks in the clutch, whatever. The only reason they were in this game is because Tatum was fantastic for the vast majority of it. So I feel good about it. Kristaps Porzingis, I thought was defensively incredible in this game. Defensively as a whole is probably the takeaway for me, to see Pritchard and Hauser hold their own on the perimeter consistently, and Kristaps Porzingis really hold down the rim, because the Cavs end up 48% on the night from the field, or 49%, and 47% from three. So they did a really good job from 2-point range and from the rim. If I can pull up clean in the glass here. The Celtics shot 8% at the 21% at the rim today, 8th percentile. Some of those are makeable. Some of those is because that's what Cleveland does. They funnel you to the rim protectors. You have to make threes, and they generated 47 of them. They just didn't quite make enough. I thought Cornette gave you good minutes. I thought pretty much everybody played well except for Jrue Holiday. It was a little bit of a make-miss league stuff down the stretch here, but it is what it is. We're going to have Jack Simone and Sam LaFrance from How About Them Celtics on late night tonight in about an hour. So we'll get some different opinions. Maybe Sam LaFrance is going to be harder on the Celtics than I am, which is very possible, but it's kind of just not how we roll here at First to the Floor. This is we tend to skew positive, but like I really find it hard to feel a different way than I felt about this Boston Celtics basketball team than I did before this game started. Still the heavy favorite to win the NBA title. It is what it is. Yeah, Hauser was fucking awesome in this game, bro. Are you guys some of you guys watching the game? I don't believe you're watching the game. I don't believe it. Not for a second. Good to see you all here. Pleasure as always. Like the stream, subscribe. You know how it goes. See you in an hour or so. Till next time. Go Celtics.